I'm talking to you.
Hello, Mr.
Don't scream.
No, you screaming, my guy.
I don't. Baba, you want fight? Guys, you want fight? If you want fight, it's fine.
Talk nicely, my guy.
If you want fight, let's have fight then. Hey, please, I'll stun you, boy. I'll stun you, boy. Why? But why you beat him? Okay, but why you beat him? Yes, but why you beat him?
This latest episode of X-Repo has got many people going crazy online because of how Kolani was clashing with the foreigners in this episode.
My friend, with this paper, I must do my work.
What you wanna do?
I will take the shelves, I will take the stock.
From who?
From this place.
Let's see how you're gonna do it.
Right! I'm a sell by a puma, it's stock as a puma. No, my friend, you must be careful. You must be careful, my friend.
Many people on social media are expressing outrage over the latest episode of X-Repo because of the violence that was on display and the absolute entitlement from some of these foreigners. So the episode starts off pretty much as usual. You have an X interviewing the person who is trying to get some money or their stuff back from a person who they thought was their friend. You see, this guy in this episode actually gave his business to one of his friends and he asked him to please take care of it and send him money every single month while he goes on a trip to Canada.
There's one guy, I call him so-called friend. I trust on him. I give him the business. I give him everything. My business with the forklifter, with the stock, shelving, everything. I went to Canada. While I was in Canada, he hardly gave me little money, right?
This was red flag number one because this guy signed every single thing to his friend regarding the business, meaning that he pretty much had nothing and he trusted and believed that his friend would do the right thing and give him a portion of what the business was generating every single month. But as we know on X-Repo, that wasn't the case because the guy stopped giving him money altogether, and all of a sudden what started off as a friendship turned into a bitter rivalry. And apparently now the new owner of the business owes this original guy 1.7 million rand. So it's pretty simple. This guy's asking X, look, if this guy doesn't want to pay me my 1 million rand, then we have to take some of the stock and products within the company. It's quite black and white. However, this is where things take a turn for the worse. So when the X-Repo team gets to the business, X-Repo asks, do you guys know who this guy is? And yes, one of the guys does admit that yes, this is the ex-owner. He left to go to Canada and since then he hasn't been the owner. So at least we know which this guy genuinely was the ex-owner of the business. And immediately when the owner of the business arrived, you could tell how entitled and arrogant he was. And as you know, things would only escalate from here because this tension would go from 0 to 100 as quickly as possible. But this guy simply doesn't know that X-Repo and X-Repo would politely hand over the documents to the new owner, stating that look, they have court orders saying these guys either have to pay this 1.1 million or they have to hold something of the same value. But obviously this owner wasn't hearing any of what X-Repo had to say, and as arrogant as this guy is, he tells X-Repo, well, what exactly do you want to do? And X-Repo says, look, it's simple. It's either you give me this money or I have to take something of the same value. And the guy says, well, I'd like to see you try. Big mistake, because right then and there X-Repo keep it right and it all went downhill from there.
I'm a sell by a puma, it's stock as a puma.
Call the police.
No, my friend, you must be careful. You must be careful, my friend. You told me I should show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take them. Call the police.
So now all of a sudden you have this commotion with the security guards trying to close the shop and X-Repo's team trying to prevent them from doing this because at the end of the day, so they have to get the products under any means necessary. But while X-Repo is trying to fight the security team, now these two new owners are trying to assault the previous owner and things are just going crazy all over the scene. And all of a sudden people are yelling back and forth and you genuinely can't understand what anybody is saying.
Baba, why now? Why? But why you beat him? Okay, but why you beat him now? Yes, but why you beat him?
And now these guys are trying to fight Kolani himself. And while that's happening, the securities are trying to close the shop. Look, it was absolute chaos in in this episode. So X-Repo, being as fair as he is, he does want to get both sides of the story as to what exactly genuinely happened with these two falling out. And while he's trying to get the story from the latest owners, these guys are just absolutely insufferable because he can't finish one sentence without trying to fight with the previous owner. It's like, look, if you did nothing wrong, just explain your side of the story to X so that we can better understand what exactly is going on. But this guy is absolutely having none of it, and he said that he doesn't want to speak while the old owner is in his prison.
From the street.
If you want to talk, take this man out or...
No. He must defend himself. Tell me. From the street, and then what happened?
What he told you.
And so now X-Repo is getting the entire story from these new owners who are basically saying that once he sold them the business, he pretty much said it ends here. However, the guy was pushing back saying that was never our agreement. Our agreement was once I hand over the business to you guys, you'll have to give me a portion of the earnings. These new owners are clearly disputing that. But the new owners do admit that they actually do owe this guy some of the payments, just not the 1.1 million rand that he's asking for. So they eventually did get a solution to this entire story by paying the guy's money and also giving him the car that
I'm going to call that guy. I'm going to make arrangement with him so that guy is not going to disturb him. So this account is clear. Okay, I can give him, give me a little time. I will give him 15,000 rand.
Check the message first.
I got it already.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got the money. The
He's
money is
happy.
in.
Okay, let's hear. Smile.
The money is in.
Smile like a baby.
Okay.
But this episode did expose something to a lot of people who were viewing on social media. The fact that a lot of these foreign business owners really have an entitlement problem. The fact that Mutagagwa's Toba being in another country is completely baffling. These guys were ready to start a war with X-Repo as well as his team over the claims that he was making that they stole money from this guy. They absolutely didn't want to hear anything that the X-Repo team had to say. But what's becoming more and more of a theme within X-Repo in and of itself is the fact that a lot of foreign business owners are so arrogant, and many people have clearly had enough of this attitude that they're showing towards not only the people of this country but also undermining our country as well, with people's comments saying Mr. X was supposed to verify if they are here legally, and if the shop was complying with SA laws, this was gonna be too easy for X to solve. Explaining to X is a waste of time because he's gonna go on and still take your things. X nomungakaza uzuphuma igwebu usazothatha izinto zakho. This guy with the orange shirt looks like Utabo Besta, or maybe am I blind? They are too comfortable. Shame. Gaining 191 likes. Look, let me know what you think about this entire clash in the comment section below, and whether or not you agree that this does highlight a bigger issue that we have with some of the foreign business owners in this country, or maybe everybody is making this up. Let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.